Good evening. Your Blueprint Explosive Exclusive. I'm Madhavdas G. There's massive anger being witnessed in Badlapur in Maharashtra's Thane district, with people gathering at railway stations in large numbers and stopping movement of trains. These protests are being held against the alleged sexual assault of two 4-year-old school children by a cleaning staff member. Protesters claim that there's been a delay in police action and are now demanding hanging of the culprit. Visuals from the Badlapur railway station showed protesters blocking railway tracks, pelting stones at police personnel. The Central Railways have said that the movement of local trains was held up at the railway station from 10 in the morning. Protesters have also gathered outside the school where the alleged sexual assault took place. Angry protesters have tried barging inside the school and were seen hurling smoke bombs inside the school premises. Let's quickly go across to Nilesh, who's joining us for more on this. Nilesh, the station there has seen angry protests from this morning. We saw some amount of lathi charge also happening. Take us through the situation on ground. Nilesh.
Well, for the past 7 hours, the angry protesters have been occupying the railway tracks of Badlapur station. But now, suddenly, the pictures have completely changed. The officials from the RPF, GRP has taken action. The lathi charge was done by the GRP and RPF. As you can see, these were the same location where the protesters have been taking their seat for the past 7 hours, raising slogans for the capital punishment, demanding capital punishment for the culprits. But now, the platform is completely vacated. The railway track is completely vacated. All you can see is police officials in action. Police officials continuously in action. However, what picture we are also seeing that this part, that is platform number 1, on the other side, on the right of me, certain citizens, protesters are still holding their position and are trying to get back at the railway track and are also continuously throwing stones, pelting stones, hurling water bottles at the officials, police officials. However, the police officials are trying to hold back, trying to continuously clear out the situation, clear out the railway tracks, because past 7 hours the Badlapur station had been a hotspot for protesters, which had drastically affected the central line. And on the other side, where the platform number 3 that we are present on, police officials, fire officials, the rapid action force, police commissioner of Thane is continuously present at spot, monitoring the situation. And still, as we speak, various stones are being hurled at the police officials, the railway, GRP and RPF. It has been a continuous tense situation at Badlapur station, where not just various officials but ministers, that is Girish Mahajan, who happens to be the cabinet minister of Maharashtra, had also reached the spot, tried to convince the individuals. However, the protesters has been continuously demanding of capital punishment for the culprit. What they were raising slogan is of to hand over the culprit to them, and they will be doing the justice. What justice they had been demanding since day one, because what the protesters are completely resisting their complaint is that police officials had been slow in action and they cannot.
Nilesh, while it's a tense situation there that you've been witnessing, you've been reporting on it for the past several hours. The question that's being asked, while no one can justify any lumpen behavior or violence, the question or the issue which has angered these citizens, they say, is that investigations were dragging on for long into this case of sexual assault on two nursery class students. What really does the police have to say about this charge coming in from these protesters?
But the police is finding it difficult to answer why the case was registered after 12 hours. What we directly spoke to the Education Minister of Maharashtra, he mentions he does agree to the situation that there had been lapses in terms of registering the case and taking action by the police officials, and also mentions that the various CCTVs are installed into the said school. However, it is all non-functional, and it is being asked, a so-called notice has also been served. What the Education Minister is saying, the official has been detained. However, what he in particular has demanded by the Home Ministry is to suspend this particular officer who did not register the complaint, looking at the sensitivity of the matter. And this somewhat snowballed into this situation wherein protesters had to walk at the railway track, sitting there for 7 hours, demanding justice, raising their voices, demanding justice for their daughters, their sisters. And these visuals, live action is continuously happening at Badlapur railway station. As you can see, officials are changing tracks and trying to push back the protesters who had gathered here. But the major point of anger that made these individuals out of walking out of their home and coming at this track in numbers of thousands, even with the heavy rains, they have been registering their complaint, protesting this, because it is all what they are claiming is lack of proper regulations, proper act, and lack of sensitivity into various departments or at various levels. And this is what forced them to be on track for past 7 hours. Situation is still tensed at this particular railway station. As you can see, officials who had been at the platform, at the track, are now moving ahead of the platform, are now cornering off a whole area. As we walked into this area, all shops had already been shut. Action was expected, but this action just took minutes to wipe out the protesters which had gathered in thousands. We can still hear voices of the protesters who are just away from these platforms. Voices and stones are still reaching out to us, and we are just trying to stay away from these protesters. However, also reporting this from ground zero.
Nilesh, we'll come back to you for more updates. Let me quickly open this up and take it across. In fact, to sum up, all right, there's a reaction coming in from the police, we are told. Let's listen in.
जब तक हमसे सिग्नल नहीं जाएगा, ऑपरेशन स्टार्ट नहीं होगा, तो हमें वरिष्ठों से उनके बात करनी है, यहाँ का उन्हें रिपोर्टिंग करना है. तो कृपा करके सहयोग कीजिए. ये ट्रेन इव्हनिंगच्या म्हणून तेच सांगतोय, लवकरात लवकर या ट्रेन सुरू होण्यासाठी इथला जो काही आहे मोहना करून आम्ही पटकन त्यांना अहवाल देतो आहे, त्यांच्याशी बोलतोय, जेणेकरून हे ऑपरेशन पटकन सुरू होतील. माध्यमांनी कृपया सहकार्य करावं. आपण पाहताय अतिशय आम्ही समजूतदारपणे सगळ्यांना समजवलं आणि शेवटी 5 मिनिटांमध्ये आम्ही हे मॉब जो आहे तो क्लिअर केलेला आहे, ट्रॅक क्लिअर केलेला आहे. आणि हा ट्रॅक क्लिअर झाला ही माहिती आता रेल्वे ऑपरेशन्सला देणं गरजेचं आहे, जेणेकरून
hearing the official who has been continuously trying to convince the individuals by stating that various railways service is being continuously affected, and they should understand that law will take its own course, and a committee has been formed. A higher official is taking the matter into his investigation, and justice will be served. They should clear out the track because it is affecting the railway in large number and thus creating a tense situation for everybody at the railway network.
Absolutely, and perhaps, at the peak hour, in fact, taking that action, because this would have impacted thousands of office goers, if not lakhs. But the fact is also that there are questions about the handling of this case. Nilesh, please stay with us. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates, because the two minors were allegedly sexually assaulted by a cleaning staff member on August 12th and 13th in the washroom of the school. The cops finally filed an FIR on the 16th of August and arrested the accused, who was hired by the school on contractual basis. And state government has ordered formation of an SIT to investigate this incident. The Chief Minister's office has said that Chief Minister Shinde has taken serious note of the incident and has warned that action will be taken against the management if such an incident occurs. He's also directed that the case be tried in a fast-track court immediately so that the accused will be dealt with strictly. Let's now quickly take this across to our guest. Joining us. With us is Rajat Sethi. He's a political analyst. We have also Ravi Srivastav, political analyst, joining us. But I want to go first and foremost to Sushil Vyas, who's with us. Sushil Vyas is, of course, with the Shiv Sena Shinde. It's all very well, sir, that the Chief Minister's office has taken note of this, saying that, there will be strict action against the school. But why allow things to come to such a pass? In Calcutta, you have a situation where the BJPs, of course, and opposition parties, the left and Congress, are trying to hold the TMC government there to account for its failures in its probe as far as the grievous murder and rape of a young doctor over there. In this case, these are minors. Why does it take the police 4 days to file an FIR?
Madhav, this is, first of all, I must say that this is very heinous crime. Sexually assaulting two minors. Nobody can, defend in any manner whatsoever. Whatever things came to the knowledge of people at large only on 14th morning. 12, 13, this has happened. The student concerned went home. They informed their parents. They came together on 14th. And unfortunately, the delay took place. Yes, I do admit. But that's why immediately the state government has suspended all the responsible officers, whether it is senior PI, whether it is PI, whether assistant PI, or the principal of school concerned, to assistant teacher concerned, attendant is concerned. And if any lacuna, as you were saying in your opening remark, if any lacuna from the management of the school is concerned, we will investigate and definitely serious action will be taken, which is unfortunate. A delay has taken place. Nobody can defend that. And strict action has to be taken. And fast, as CM assured that the case will be taken to fast track. And the main accused is arrested already. So under PASCO Act, the FIR is registered. So nobody will be, defended or left.
Let's quickly get a word from Mahesh Tapse of the NCP, Sharad Pawar, who's also with us on the phone line. Mr. Mahesh Tapse, your reaction to the kind of lathi charge action that we are seeing there, where the police has had to forcibly remove the protesters from on ground as far as that railway station in Badlapur is concerned. Mahesh Tapse.
See, the incident which has happened in Badlapur is absolutely horrific, absolutely shameful. It has left the citizens of Badlapur, not only the citizens of Badlapur, also the state of Maharashtra, absolutely speechless at the way that things have been handled at the police station and the medical investigating officer. 12 hours, the parent of the child were running from pillar to post to get their case registered with the local police station, which was headed by a lady SHO. Unfortunately, after 12 years only, they could register the complaint. And the question arises here, who the SHO was trying to shield. This is the question that comes. Now, there was anger in the minds of people. See, Badlapur is a small township of Mumbai, in which majority of the people are serving in suburban Bombay or in southern Bombay. They are coming to work on daily basis. So there's a huge commuters crowd at the station right from 6:30 in the morning. So as this news spread rapidly, people were absolutely unhappy with the things that have happened. And this is the kind of thing which has happened in Badlapur, which is a small township where people live very peacefully and very happily. They don't have too many expectations. But this kind of thing has happened, and there's so much anger in the minds of the people that they resorted to taking law in their own hands.
Yeah.
They blocked the railway track. And this
again, one cannot, in fact, justify any kind of violence or stone pelting. But the point is, there are citizens who are extremely angry over there. And let me take this question, in fact, across to Ravi Srivastav, who's also with us on the broadcast. Ravi Srivastav, very, very serious questions over here emerging as to what kind of policing is going on in Badlapur. And this is not very far from Mumbai. If parents have to wait 12 hours for an FIR to be registered in a case of sexual assault on a minor, it raises some very serious questions about the sensitivity of the police.
Good evening, Madhav. In the opening remark, you started with comparing it with the Kolkata case. You just see, there is an absolute similarity in the whole thing. The CCTV was dysfunctional. The particular somebody has been caught who is the culprit. That too, after the Mr. Akshay Shinde has been caught, who was a sweeper in the school, who allegedly did this heinous act or something like that. They have said that he is a culprit. He is the only culprit. He has only done everything. The CCTV not working, FIR not filed, nothing. I mean, the crime scene has already been damaged. Nothing will happen. This is a standard operating practice of the police. And why the SHO? Why the PI? Why the commissioner should not be suspended, I am asking. Unless you do that, the system will not change. This is how it is happening everywhere. And you see, this will also die the natural death unless the people come on the street, they have stone pelted, they have been lathi charged, all this has happened. Otherwise, they were refusing to file even the FIR. And what small children, and how do we know that how many children he has already molested? Where are those children who have not reported it yet? There are several questions, and the police cannot wash up their hands by saying we have cleared the tracks and the matter is being fast-tracked on a fast-track court, etc., etc. I mean, this is all eyewash, nothing else. Somebody is trying to shield that culprit, and there are many more people involved in this, I can say.
Absolutely. In fact, whatever be the facts of the case, there has to be an investigation. There has to be a swift action. And Rajat Sethi, this is something that is absolutely shocking. Any kind of sexual assault, of course, is completely unacceptable. And in this case, there are minor children. One just can't understand if the police is not going to take immediate action. What will the common citizen of this country do?
This is what the citizens, hapless citizens can actually do. The citizens of this country, the average citizens, have had it enough. And governments of all hues and colors have absolutely left no option before the citizens than to hit the road and do the chakka jam. I'm sorry to say, those days where, chakka jam is the only possible way to see justice has now returned. And all the state governments, wherever we are seeing crimes and such heinous crimes are being carried on with impunity, there is just no stopping. And the callousness of the police administration, what will happen? They will suspend for a week or so and they'll reinstate them. Where is the justice seen to be delivered, even against the police officers who had that criminal delay of that 12 hours when they made the parents wait? Where is that example setting? You can set the examples on the criminals. That's perfectly fine. Hang them by the nearest lamppost. I don't care. But where is the action against the police administration?
Absolutely.
Till the police is not delivered proper choicest of the harshest possible treatment, I don't think that this callousness that has spread out across the states is going to go away.
I think Sushil Vyas should respond to that. Sushil Vyas, two of our panelists saying, why not act against the police? Is there no accountability there? Is a mere suspension enough, sir? Because they will come back to duty after 3 months, 6 months, 1 year maybe. They will be back to life as usual. Should there not be an exemplary action on the policemen who fail in this absolutely insensitive and callous manner to provide justice?
Madhav, you will appreciate. Nobody is shielding, nobody is protecting those concerned police officers. They are immediately suspended and sit under the...
Why only suspended, sir, is the question they are asking you. They are saying take stricter action.
Under the senior IPS officer, namely Aarti Singh, who is of IG rank, seat is formed, and they will look into the matter. Whatever lacuna is there, whatever negligence on the part of those police officer concerned are there, whatever action under the law, which has to be taken, strictest possible action will be taken. Now, Ravi Srivastava was saying shielding and all that. Please rest assured. And with full responsibility at my command, I'm saying, nobody, whosoever he or she may be, at whatever level, may be concerned with any leadership or any party in command.
Kishore Tiwari, are you satisfied with that response? SIT has been formed under a senior police officer. They will look into the lapses. Do you think justice will be served in this case?
No. The present environment is hopeless. The school belongs to very VIP persons in ruling class, and there was a political intervention to delay the FIR, and the thing where they were trying
That's a very serious charge, sir.
Compromise.
That's a very serious charge. You're saying there was a political intervention to delay the FIR. What is the basis of this claim?
I am talking about the Adarsh Mandal school, which is run by the BJP walas, and there were intervention. I think the police has been suspended. They will reveal the truth. But I don't see the SIT will serve its purpose. And people being beaten up mercilessly. This is too much. This is too much. And If
Okay.
you ask,
No, I have absolutely no problem. You can question anyone, sir. But if you are making certain claims about certain political parties or leaders, please, we should have some strong facts to back up the claims. I have absolutely no problem. You can question anyone. But on that note, we'll have to leave it there. Kishore Tiwari, Sushil Vyas, Rajat Sethi, Ravi Srivastav. I think the entire nation is going to watch this case very closely as well, just as they have been observing in the case of Kolkata, as to whether justice is done and whether they're officials or anybody else in the school, etc., anybody who's responsible for these lapses, whether they will be held to account. I think that's what the people of this country are going to be watching out for. Slipping into a quick break.